Watch Dogs is an open-world action-adventure video game developed by Ubisoft Montreal. It was published by Ubisoft for a release worldwide on the 27th of May 2014 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One, with a Wii U version planned for release date on the 18th of November 2014 in North America and the 21st of November in Europe. Set within the fictionalized version of Chicago in the Isles, the single-player story follows a hacker and his efforts to seek revenge after an accidental death of his niece. The world design lets players freely roam Chicago includes the urban city, the open countryside, slums, and the game is played from a third-person perspective, and it's navigated on foot or by vehicle. Players control Aiden Pierce, a highly skilled grey hat hacker who can hack into the KT-0S, a centralized operating system which manages hyperconnecting of the city, Chicago. Formed after a northeast blackout of 2003 was caused by a hacker. Players can choose to play as criminals or vigilants. An online multiplayer mode was also provided into the game, allowing 8 players to engage in both cooperative and competitive gameplay in a recreation of the single-player setting. Development game began in 2009. As a part of their research for the open world, the developers conduct a field search around Chicago throughout the development and captured footage of the design team. Development duties were shared between many of Ubisoft studios worldwide. Following its announcement in June 2012, Watch Dogs was widely anticipated at the release. It received generally positive feedback, with the praise of particularly directed at the game's hacking elements and missions varieties. The game also received some criticism concerning the gameplay and some technical issues, which were fixed later by a patch. Watch Dogs was a commercial success, breaking the record for the biggest day sales of a Ubisoft game, becoming the biggest launch of a new IP ever in the United Kingdom at a time. Within a week, the game sold over 4 million copies. The plot of the game is that in October 2012, Aiden Pierce and his mentor Damien Banks launched an electronic bank heist at the Merlot Hotel, with Aiden transferring for funds through his smartphone when they come across a strange file and alert another hacker. Damien tries to find the hacker, giving them both away. Unable to talk Damien out of it, Aiden stops by leaving him. Fearing the safety of his family, sister Nicole and her children, Lena and Jackson, Aiden decides to drive them to a safety place under the guise of a surprise trip. However, on the way, 2 hitmen are hired to intercept the car and take Aiden out. One of the hitmen, Maurice Vega, fires the shot to crash the car and put Lena in a coma. She dies 2 months later. A year later, Aiden, now a vigilant, known as the Fox or the Vigilant, tracks down Maurice in the Parker Square district. After a fruitless interrogation about Maurice's contractor, Aiden leaves Maurice in the hands of Geordie Chen while he hacks the KT-0S to help them escape unnoticed. As Aiden investigates further, Damien approaches him, requesting to find the other hacker from the Merlot job. Upon Aiden's refusal, Damien kidnaps Nicole, forcing Aiden to comply with Damien's demands in order to ensure her safety. Though he manages to prevent Jackson from being kidnapped and leaves him under the care of his psychiatrist. With the help of a Clara Lily, member of the hacking syndicate DedSec, Aiden tracks down the second hacker, an ex-military gang hacker, Dedford, Iraq. Wade and Aiden obtains the electronic key to Iraq's server room and obtains a sample of their data from the servers. He and Clara find that Iraq's secrets are on almost every citizen of Chicago, effectively protecting his gang from authorities when they go beyond Clara's hacking ability.